What is up, everybody? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I want to. I want to. Listen, guys, we are now live on YouTube, which I'm very excited about. It looks like whatever the schedule part, it looks like it's coming up. Oh, I see it. I see it. I sees it. Okay, guys. Okay, we are live. I'm getting ready to set everything up. I'm trying to do like 50 million things at the same time. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead. Look. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Now I'm gonna just check. We'll get a little feedback for a second. Let's check to see if I'm on here. Oh wait, I gotta take this off. Now yeah. Okay, we're on here too. Okay, guys, I'm excited because I've got my good friend. She is my writing partner. I'm going to put that out there first. She is very beautiful. She's multi-talented. She does a lot of things. And one of the things that I'm very proud about her is that she is an actress. She's also God, she does a lot. I mean, her story goes on, and I know I'm gonna be sitting here introducing her forever. But I wanted to go ahead and tell you. I already told my radio people, but now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys. She is a producer in John Leguizamo documentary. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay, she's shaking her head. Yes. Okay, good. She's also, and this is just to name a few because there's a lot out there. There's a lot. She's also in the movie The New Roommate 2017, The Right to Live that came out in 2017, and Latin Assistant. Ooh, honey, that's hot right there. I like that. So everybody, introducing to you my writing partner, my good friend, actress, Aime Alonzo. What's up?
Hello, everybody. Didi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored to be here.
I am so honored for you to be here too. I'm very excited. Like me and you talk for hours, okay? And
Yes,
so
we do.
we start off talking about we start off talking business, then we get into gossip. Then after we get into gossip, we try to talk about business again, and then we like fall asleep. So
Yeah.
that's the life of me and Aime. Okay, we need to write a story about that. The life of me
And
and Aime.
we laugh the entire time. We laugh.
This chick is hilarious. She needs to be a comedian. You need to add comedian to your list of stuff that you do. She's funny. And by the way, I'm going to have her on here live with me from time to time. I would love to invite her back. So we just talk. And that's what we're going to do. We just originally when I named this, if guys are looking at it, I call it just chilling. And then I noticed that when I went to go search for just chilling, I couldn't find it. So I was like, no, I got to change to a different title. But yeah, we will be just chilling. But today's title is How Do You Know When Your Relationship is Over? So that's what we're going to talk about,
Oh.
which is really hot. And
Oh.
and then we're going to talk about the Gorilla Glue saga. And I call it a saga because it keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Anyway, Aime, how are you doing, love, today?
I'm doing good, Didi. We're surviving another snowstorm over here. Yeah, it was pretty bad. This morning was just horrendous. I had to unfortunately go out in the snow and my car was like, doing this.
Oh wow.
I
Oh
was
wow.
like, ah! But I got there in one piece and got back in one piece, so it's all good.
now, now you said doing this. I remember when I was young, one of my one good memories was my stepfather. He used to do donuts in the snow,
Yes.
like just twirl, and it would be like so much fun. And my mom would be like, "You're trying to kill us!" And we're like, "Ah, do it again!"
Yeah, that would be me. Okay. I'd be saying, that's it, dude. I'm done. You're cooked. Okay. You do one more donut and I'm throwing you out of the car.
And you know the thing about it is my husband years later did it with my kids and I was cursing him out. I was like,
Oh.
oh my goodness, I can't believe you're doing this. You're gonna kill us. And the kids are like, yeah, in the background. So they loved it. So stories has changed and everything. But Amy, you look good. You look good. You still exercising? You still doing your little exercising?
A little bit, not as much as I should. I actually created an exercise tracker. Okay.
Oh,
I
oh,
became one of those people with an exercise tracker. And so like I put a little X next to every day after I exercise. But
okay.
it's been kind of crazy with this weather because we're getting hit with like a lot of snow, and so we got to shovel ourselves out, and then you're like exhausted and you're like, I just want to sit, watch TV. I just want to eat. I just want to eat some more. I want comfort food. It's cold outside. And then before you know it, it's like, wait, the pandemic 20? No, no, no. We're talking about the snowstorm 30, you know?
Mm. By the way, Amy is all the way in New York City, and I'm in North Carolina. So our weather experiences is very different. I don't know about you, but when it snows, or no, it doesn't snow. When they say it's we think it's going to be snow, and it actually turns into ice and melts like 3 hours later. Like I don't know if this happens to you guys because they raid the supermarket, all the bread,
Yeah.
the milk gone, and I'm like, I don't even get it. Like it's like, and now the toilet tissue, for some reason they're not gonna have toilet tissue if it's
you,
snow.
you know what I say? This is what I always say. I ask people, I go, listen, like, are you that scared that you're gonna get fucking diarrhea? That you need all that toilet paper?
Out of the New York look. And the thing about it is Amy has a potty mouth. I'm gonna just put it. She has a potty mouth, and me, I'm like,
Oops.
dang it, John. Oh, did I? She's like, what the hell? Just go ahead. And I'm like,
Uh-huh. You know what it is? I'll be perfectly honest with you. For many years, okay, I grew up in a family that did not curse. Like not one, nothing, like not even darn, okay? It was like, oh, I'm upset. That was as far as it went. And
and you
then
get upset.
yeah, and then years and years and years later, like maybe like 15 years ago, I said one curse because I was angry. And a friend of mine said, let it out, girl, let it out, just say it. And I was like, and then she was like, okay, what else? She's like, and what else? And then it came out like diarrhea. There you go. And it was like one after the other. And I was like,
What is your like mom and stuff? Do you curse around your mom or anything like that? Or
no, 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 not around my mom for years until maybe like 2 years ago. It
uh-huh.
happened. I was driving, okay? And like people are crazy when they drive. And I started cursing people out on the road. My road rage came out. And I was like, you blah, 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 in front of my mother. My mother's like, oh, Amy, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Why are you cursing like that? And I was like,
I can imagine like the New York coming out. What the hell you doing over here? You blah blah blah.
I started singing a song in front of my mother, okay? And I'm sure you've heard it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but it
But
goes like this. Move, bitch, get out the way on the road. And my mother turned to me and said, did you just say the B word? And I was like, maybe, I think.
I'm just imagining your mom's face. You talking to Reed here or something. Oh my
Girl,
God. Reed is from back in the 50s. She was like the perfect housewife. I don't know, my mom on the other hand, she probably would have been cursing on top of you, cursing them out, and getting out and going on like this and all. And you would have been like, Denise! Oh my God, I'm
I would
embarrassed.
have been like, "Oh, you know what? I feel better because I'm not that bad. There's somebody worse than me."
And I would be in the car like, oh my God, they didn't mean it. Oh my God, those words I've never heard.
Yeah. So yeah, so I try not to, but sometimes it comes out. And then as you know, I joke around a lot. So I do my New York accent and then I start talking like that and like the curses just come out like naturally, you know? And then
Come
I mix
on,
all
and
kinds
everything.
of stuff. It's like New York, and then I do like the Southern, and it's like you can't tell. I'm like blip 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 from one to the other, and then the cursing happens.
You're
So
like,
you know,
what the hell is your problem? Bless his heart.
yeah, yeah. What? What's your problem, huh? You got a problem with me? Like, do I know you like that? Do I know you like that? No, I don't know you like that. So, see, I tried not to curse.
Oh God. Well, this is what me and Amy we just like our conversation can go anywhere. But I do want to talk about tonight's conversation. Oh God,
Yes, yes,
I tears coming out my um the hot subject is how do you know when your relationship is over? And I've actually talked about this on the radio before. I've been put up a poll in some inboxes. I call them inboxes. These are people who inbox me. They don't want to respond to the poll and they don't want well, they don't. Some of them like I don't care if you use my name, but I don't like to use their names because they're inboxing me. If you're gonna go
right.
through trouble to inbox me, to be all secretive, and I'm like, look, Tasha from the Pride account, she told me that Tyrone was doing all. I don't want to do it. So
But you ain't
anyway,
heard that from me because I ain't one to
you heard that
gossip,
from
right?
me. Okay?
Mm-mm.
But anyway, Inboxer was telling me that they were in this relationship, right?
Yeah.
They were in this relationship, but and everything in the beginning was like really, really good. Like she would call him, and no matter where he was, work or whatever, he would answer the phone. What's up, babe? Even if you couldn't talk, what's up, babe? I can't talk right now. I'll call you later, and he would call her back later.
Yeah.
And everything was going really good. And so then one day she would call him and he would never, like, I'm busy, I can't talk right now, don't call her back. She wouldn't see him for days or whatever. And she's like, well, wait a minute. In the beginning, we were inseparable. I call you, you answer, no matter where you are. You were always coming over to the house. We were spending time with each other. And now all of a sudden, I don't see you weeks out of the time. And you don't answer my calls anymore. Is this relationship over? So, what do you
Mm.
think the relationship is over?
That's a tough one, Dee Dee. I'm scratching my head because that's a tough one. See, this is what happens, and this is just my opinion. Okay, you can disagree with me, but we'll duke it out if you do. No. So I'm just kidding. You know me. So basically, what happens is, as human beings, we like stability, but we like adventure, right? And so when you first start out in a relationship, it's an adventure. You don't know what to expect. You are trying to get to know the person. Anytime they call you, you talk to them. It's like, oh, wow, they're calling me and I'm so excited. I want to talk to you because everything is brand new.
Right.
But then you start getting used to each other. And
Hmm.
sometimes it depends on who the person is that wrote to you, if it's a man or woman. So if it's a woman, what happens with the women is that we get to the point where we're feeling safer
Hmm.
and we get into a routine, right? And sometimes we go overboard because now we feel like we could tell him what to do and we can, not take care of ourselves. And, you start changing.
Hmm.
And on the flip side, the men do that too. But with the men, they're not as clingy as women. And that's just a fact. It has nothing to do, with saying, oh, well, this and that. Most, because it's not true for everybody, but most women get more clingy. And that has to do with psychology, with our psyche. When a woman gets involved with a man, if it's, a heterosexual couple, the woman's brain releases endorphins. And so
Ooh.
that's why we start acting like, oh, where are you? Where are you, baby? Oh my God, call me. Oh, wow, I miss you. Because
Oh my
that,
God.
where, where you been? I haven't heard from you. Are you like trying to Beyonce me? Say my name. Say my name. And they're going, what the hell is wrong with you, woman? Like, why are you acting this way? And so they start pushing away from you little by little by little. They're like, I'm going to walk away. So then you keep calling, and now they're like, yeah, baby, I'm good. I got to go. And you're like, why? Why doesn't he want to talk to me? So now when they call you, instead of saying, hey, baby, I'm so glad you called me. Let's talk, whatever. They're like, why did you want to talk to me? How come you didn't take my phone call? What's going on with you? And then they're going, wait, I'm walking away even more, even more, even more.
Right.
So it could be that type of situation where, you know, the one partner is getting so insecure that
Mm-hmm.
they're starting to do all this stuff, questioning the other partner, not trusting them, and you're pushing them away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it could be that the person's taking, that was my mother. It could be
Like,
she's like trying to sneak by, like, so.
curse.
Oh, did I curse again? Oh no. Oh no. I don't think she heard me. But anyway, she was trying to sneak by. So I hope she didn't hear me. So the the other thing is, oh Dee Dee, you're gonna get me in trouble, all right? After this, I'm gonna have to answer to her and be like, no, mommy, I swear I wasn't cursing. No, I did curse. I swear that wasn't a curse word. You heard wrong. No, no,
Oh
that was
my
a different language. That was a different language. Yes, it's a new language I learned. Yes, and my mother's gonna be like, yeah, me no stupid. Okay, I know that that's not another language. So, so
God.
the other situation that could be is that the partner is taking you for granted, right?
Right.
They're so used to you being there. They're so used to having you, and they know that you love them. And so sometimes people get cocky like that, and they're like taking you for granted. And they're like, I don't need to talk to you right now. I'll call you when I'm done. I'm talking to my other friends. I'll talk to you later. It could be nothing. It
Right.
could
Right.
just be that, they just take you for granted. It's not that
Take.
it's another person or they're cheating on you, but then your head starts going, oh, they don't want to talk to me. Oh no,
With is it over? Right.
it's
Right.
over.
Right, and this can happen with a man or a woman because I've heard women say the same thing about a guy. Like this guy is like he won't let me go any place. He's always calling me. He's always like on my back about stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this thing go either way. So it like and I agree with you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's over. You just need to stop being so stalkerish.
Yes, yes.
I'm,
So I
I'm just
actually, you're trying to get somebody in trouble over here, right?
all right. I know. Look, I'm winning. My inbox is about to inbox me, and she's gonna use.
Yeah. It's
No,
gonna inbox you, Dee Dee. Your
no,
inbox is gonna
they,
inbox you.
I'm the best. They know this person is not stalking. She's just concerned about her relationship.
Yes,
Okay, put that
yes.
disclaimer.
Because stalking is illegal in all 50 states. Somebody used to say that to me all the time. But that's the thing that we have to remember who we are, right? And if you do not feel like yourself with that person, if you find yourself acting crazy, then maybe it's not a good relationship for you.
Right,
Because when you feel so insecure and when you feel so, like, I don't know, jealous or suspicious of the person, you got to ask yourself, is it me? Like, am I just doing this? Am I creating this?
hmm,
Or is it that they're doing something to make me feel that way? You
right.
really got to ask that, because it's a tough, that's why I said, Dita, I was scratching my head because it's a
That's the
tough
one.
question. Yeah, a very tough question. So for your listener that wrote in, I would say start there. Start by assessing yourself
Hmm.
and also assess your behavior before you met the person. So, like, if you were the type of person that you don't get jealous and you're fine with yourself and you could go anywhere and interact with people, and now all of a sudden you find yourself like you're super jealous and you're upset all the time. Why? Why is that? Ask yourself. Is it because of something that other person is doing to you? Like, are they doing stuff to make you feel jealous? Are they excluding you on purpose? Is that person trying to get a reaction out of you? Because if
Hmm.
they are, that's not a good relationship, you know?
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that because there are dysfunctional relationships where that's how they work. Like they like to get the rise out of each other, and it becomes this explosive relationship. And then I can go ahead to venture to say that relationship is pretty much over, or maybe it's like the best relationship for them. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends, you know? It depends because
So something
bless
drink.
you. It,
Oh, yeah.
if it affects you in a
Yeah,
negative way, if you find yourself acting like a stranger, if you find yourself saying, but I wasn't like this before, like I've
right.
never acted like this before, I've never done that before, why do I feel this way? Maybe they're doing something to make you feel that way, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe it's subtle.
yeah,
Maybe you're being gaslighted, you know? Maybe
yeah.
you're being, you know, mansplained or womansplained, and that's why you're acting all crazy. So
Right.
you gotta assess it. Maybe you need to go talk to a professional, go to therapy, and say to the therapist, "Hey, this is what I'm doing, and this is what they're doing. Like, is this normal?" Because
Right.
sometimes we get so lost in a relationship that we don't see it. And like I said, there's a lot of chemical reactions. So, for example, when you have an intimate relationship with a person, if you're a woman, endorphins. You're gonna have all these like all over the place, and you're like, "Oh, I feel so good. He's so cute. I love him. He's so cute."
I love
Because
you so much. I really do.
uh, I can't live without him. I need him. I'm nothing without him. Yeah, and that's another thing. I said that on my radio show. I was like, listen, if you're going through a breakup, stop listening to those love songs. Stop listening to that. I'm nothing without you. Like my favorite, I can't live anymore. And I'm going, what the hell are you saying, woman? Like, stop it already. You
Can you say
know?
it one
Are
more
you
time?
like, hello? What's wrong with you? Shut off that radio. Like now, shut it off, right? Because that's another thing. You get so emotional. And then you're like, that's our song. Oh my god, I heard our song. And now you're a freaking wreck. And again, you don't realize that you're not yourself. So how are you going to know if it's you doing it or if they're doing it to you if you're in
Right.
this emotional
Roller coaster.
Ferris wheel, roller coaster? Yeah. So I know. I'm over dramatic, but I'm trying
No,
to prove a
but
point,
see,
you know?
that's the thing. That's what happens in relationships. Sometimes there's a bag of emotions and they just explode. And if you don't know how to handle it, you can handle it the wrong way. And
Yeah.
I so many people reach out to me. It's funny that you mention that, but they tell me stories on how their relationships got overwhelmed and explosive. I tell this one story, and I told it on the radio one time. I had a friend when I was young. Now she was young, okay? We would just got out of high school, and we all went over to another friend's house to comfort her about something completely different. But we wound up comforting this one friend because she was seeing this guy that had told her that he broke up with whomever he was with and he was with her. But then he goes back to her and says, "Hey, listen, I want to be with this girl, not you." And it messed her psyche up.
Oh,
I need to be drinking something like you are. Babe, can you get me something to drink? My throat.
totally, Didi. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
No, so anyway, yeah, I see you sitting there drinking. I'm drinking something. It's just like it's
Mm,
it.
it's so
So
good. Mm.
babe, I'm parched. Can you get me something? I'm parched. No. So anyway, she's dating this guy that dumps her to go back with the original person he's dating, and it's messing her up. And she's reliving it. And we were listening to this song, and this song was like, very explosive. And I think it kind of directs you how to get back at the person. She's like, yeah, let's do that. And me with my dumb behind, oh, yeah, let's get them. In the car, but you know me, I'm like there for the cause, but I'm chicken shit. Okay, so
Yes, yes.
like, um, exactly what are we doing when we get there? And she's like, we're gonna TP his house. I'm like, what? So she and I don't know where she got the toilet tissue from, but she opens.
Wow.
Yes, she opens up her back trunk, and there's like tons of toilet tissue. And I'm like, what the hell did you? Where did you get this? We didn't. She's TPing this guy's house, and I'm ducking, and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna go to jail. Long story short, the whole the thing, the music, everything, it just like it was like a bad combination going wrong. And I'm gonna have to say, I was telling her, I was like, there's no relationship. This relationship is over. This guy, he never chose you. You was
Yeah.
always rebound. You was that person who he was filling in a gap. And then when he realized that he can get that person back, he was pushing you to the side. It was over.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
relationship was
Did
over.
you ever see the movie My Best Friend's Wedding?
I gotta see it because you keep
Okay.
telling me about it. I gotta see
Yes.
it.
So, it's so crazy because it comes to mind as well. There's a line in the movie where it's like the girlfriend is running, the boyfriend is running, and the best friend is running. And so as they're all running, the one guy says to the best friend, "Okay, who is chasing who?" So the girlfriend is running, the boyfriend's chasing after her, and the best friend is chasing after the friend. And it's like, he's not chasing you, he's chasing somebody else.
Oh
So
wow. Oh
right
okay.
there,
Oh,
that
well,
says it all, you know?
yeah. Yeah. Hey, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to talk about another hot subject. So just for you guys, and I'm sure everybody knows about this, but for you guys that don't know about this young lady is she gets on TikTok. Apparently she decided to um, flatten down her her baby hair. Like that little baby hair.
Yeah.
The gel put in our
Yeah.
hair
Yeah.
down. For some reason, she goes in her cabinet and she sees this product called Gorilla Glue, and she's like, you know what? She probably reads it. I don't know. I'm actually adding this in this particular part because I don't know if she read it or not. But she's looking at it and it says, "Oh, it's a super hold. I'm going to use this." Now let's cut and let's
Super
explain.
hold.
Yeah, I looked up Gorilla Glue and I saw this in infomercials. So this one guy takes the Gorilla Glue and he has this piece of metal. He puts the Gorilla Glue on the metal and he puts it up to another piece of metal and he's this really big guy and he hangs on it. He and he does not fall. He doesn't fall. That's the claim to the claim, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Claim to
Claim
fame.
Claim to fame. Yeah, I couldn't get it out. You think I've been drinking? I haven't been drinking enough. Claim to fame. So he's holding on this, his entire body weight, not going anywhere. Look it up, guys. Look up the video. Not now, but when you get off here. Okay? He, he's holding on it. And I'm like, so we go back to her. She decides to look at it and says, super hold. She puts it in her ear. Now, I don't know how long she kept it in, but it was long enough to where she tried to wash it out and she couldn't. So she did a TikTok video, which went viral, and people started feeling bad about her. I think Beyonce, sent her a wig, a Beyonce wig, which is really nice. Beyonce, can I get a wig? I mean, you
I
know,
want one too. I want to
that's
be Beyonce blonde. So
I hear
if you're
Beyonce.
listening,
Yeah, she's
please.
she's like super nice like that. She does stuff like that. So it probably touched her.
Yeah.
And it kind of got me too, because I was like, dang, like I wouldn't do that, but I really wouldn't. I really would. I don't know if anybody would, but anyway, I feel sorry for.
All
I
right.
feel
So
sorry
I'm gonna tell you guys, okay, how Dee Dee tells me about this story because it was freaking hysterical. So Dee Dee says to me, she goes, "Have you heard of Gorilla Glue?" And I say, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have some in my basement." And she goes, "So let me give you some advice." And I'm going, "Okay, good. Let's see what she's gonna say." She's like, "Don't put it in your hair." And I said, "Now, why the hell would I put Gorilla Glue in my hair?"
right.
And Didi starts cracking up. And
Right.
she says, "Oh, I guess you haven't heard about the Gorilla Glue girl." And I was like, "No." So then she says, "Yeah, she went viral and she got a blue check mark." And I said, "Oh, is that what people were talking about?" Because somebody posted, "Is all I have to do put Gorilla Glue in my hair to get a blue check mark on Instagram?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Are these people losing their minds? What the hell are they talking about putting glue in their hair?" Now I know. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. But no, but that's the saga. So she goes TikTok, she goes viral, she gets people to feel bad about her. She gets the surgeon who's like this like top surgeon or whatever. He flies her out. His course is like $12,000. He waives his fee, flies her out, he gets this gorilla glue out of her hair. She's like so happy. Then she goes onto this other talk show and she's crying. She's like, "Oh my God, I don't want to be known as the Gorilla Glue lady. This is horrible." The next thing you know, she's got millions of people hitting her, her Instagram. And so she's like, "I'm going to apply for a blue check mark." And she gets it. People are pissed. People are upset. I'm going to say, girl, you got your game. Game one.
I,
Okay. I'm going to have to give her a high five because, she worked it.
let
I'm,
me
I'm,
tell you,
I'm not mad at her.
she's
I'm
a
not.
genius, okay?
She's
She's a
genius.
genius, Dee Dee, because I read an article that said that after she went on TikTok and did all that stuff and she complained and cried about how she couldn't and it was shellacked. I mean, when I tell you it was shellacked, this thing was like shiny. It looked like like when you're in grade school and you make that wood piece of whatever furniture and you put that stuff on it, it was that shiny, okay? And
Yes.
she says
It's
that
probably showing it.
her agent, Didi, her agent, okay? Her agent said, "Oh, do you want to go to LA?" I think it was LA, "because this doctor's offering to remove that from your head." Now, I said to myself, she's not just some regular person. She has an agent. So she's trying to get famous.
Yeah.
So, you know what? That's why I tell you she's a genius because
Mhm.
she did something that people are saying, "Oh my God, how stupid can you be?" But that's what people want to see. Why? Because
Mhm.
it's like when you're on the road and you see the car crash, what do? Instead of moving fast because you're like, "Oh my God, let me get out of the way." No, you're like, "Oh, let me see. Let me see.
Yeah.
Do I know somebody? Wait, is this somebody I know? Oh, what happened to the car? Where are the
Right.
people? Oh my God, wait, look at the fire. Oh, whoa, I'm glad that's not me." And you slow down to look at it. So
Mhm.
she was great. She was smart. So
Yeah.
I give her kudos. I think it was brilliant. I'm like,
Look,
damn, I wish I had thought of it.
honey, Gorilla Glue Lady, if you're looking at this, come on and show me and Amy want to talk to you and pick your brain because you are freaking brilliant. Okay?
That's right. You are
Get
brilliant. And
yeah,
and you know
okay.
what?
You
You may
game
have gotten some slack from people about this, but we're not giving you slack. We're
no
saying,
honey.
help us out.
Help
Give us a good idea. We want to know.
we
What can we do? That
I'm
honestly,
sure.
honestly, it's good marketing on her part. Great She got free publicity, Dee Dee. You can't buy that. You know how much
No,
money she would have had to spend to get that kind of publicity? A
Wow.
lot, a
Wow.
lot. So she was brilliant. And like I said, um, it said in one of the articles that it was either her agent or her manager that told her that said, "Hey, do you want to go and have this doctor?" Yeah, her manager. It said her manager called her, okay, to tell her that a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills had heard about her story and wanted to fly her out and fix her hair for free. Come on. She's brilliant. She's a great marketer. I'll give her that.
Wow. Kudos to her. Kudos to her. I'm
Yeah.
like, you go, girl. You go, girl. Gorilla Glue
So,
girl is a Gorilla Glue genius.
yeah. And
Okay.
by the way, since she doesn't want to be called the Gorilla Glue girl anymore, her name is Tessica Brown. That's her
Tessica.
name. Yes.
Tessica. Now they are saying, shoot, I should have said this to you so you could look it up because you are the lookup queen. Okay. They're trying to say that Just Fabulous, that she is the same person as Just Fabulous, and Just Fabulous happens to be a comedian. So they think that when I look, it's not the same person. And she looks like her.
Yeah.
But if it was Just Fabulous, that's brilliant too.
Yeah, that's even more brilliant. It's like
That's brilliant too.
you perpetuated yourself as a different person to get another blue check mark. Good for you.
Right. You got two. Educate us. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, like Tony Robbins does this thing called a mastermind. And so I'm gonna be like, yo, do a mastermind course to teach me how to become famous like that, by doing something crazy. So, Didi, what are we gonna do? We gotta think about that. What are we gonna do to go viral?
Okay, well, I don't want to TP somebody's house. I don't want to glue my head because I can't do that. I don't know. We gotta figure out something. It's gotta
Yeah,
be
we gotta come up with something. So maybe we can ask your listeners to make suggestions of what we could do to
to
go
go.
viral and become famous. Yes.
Okay. Suggestions. Leave them in
Yes.
the comment box and let us know what we need to do to become viral. And I'm gonna put some. This I'm gonna put some things out there that I will not do. I will not TP somebody's house.
Wait,
I will
wait.
not do in my head.
Nothing illegal.
Nothing
I'm
illegal.
not doing anything illegal, people. I got a reputation to uphold.
Right? I can't do it. So I don't know. I don't know, Amy. We might be out of the game. Maybe look, be creative.
I know, but that's why it's got to be really, really creative because,
Okay.
she didn't do anything illegal. She didn't do anything that was skanky. I give her a lot of credit for that. Okay.
But and, and okay, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because me, I will try some products. I will put stuff in my hair that my kids will be like, "What the hell?" Like, I'll put this out there. I'll put this out there. I have taken olive oil, regular olive oil,
Uh-huh.
with some vitamin E, not because somebody told me this was good. I just figured olive oil is really good for you. So it might be good for your hair. And I put vitamin E because I'm thinking that might be good. And I mushed it up and I let it sit in my hair. And by the way, it turned like a little greenish. But anyway, I let it sit. Yes, I did that. I did that. So in her defense, people be trying stuff, okay? So maybe she really didn't. Somebody keeps really trying to talk to me. Maybe she really, really, I don't know why she did this to
Well,
me.
okay,
I,
so listen. So
I,
I give her the benefit of the doubt only because I actually went and saw the video, okay? So she had this bottle of something got to be two or something like that, right?
mhm.
And the shape of that bottle not for nothing, is the same shape as the Gorilla Glue bottle.
She
Okay.
thinks she made a mistake.
So in her head, somehow, and again, I think she's just brilliant, but in her head, she translated this hair product to this Gorilla Glue because the bottles were the same. They looked the same. The colors were different, of course, because one was like beige and the other one had the red and the yellow on it. But the shape of the bottle, the spray, the nozzle, all that stuff was pretty similar. So either she's super brilliant or she's really dumb. But either way, I can understand the rationale because the bottles look the same.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that she's clever, okay? Because this whole thing is very clever. She's got the eyeballs on it. She's got people talking about. We're talking about it. She's got a blue check mark. Oh, I even hear she's now she's an entrepreneur now. She's selling weed that has it looks like Gorilla Glue weed. She's selling Gorilla. Yeah, and she's suing Gorilla Glue because she's saying, what he did to her. And they put up a statement. I don't know it verbatim. You guys, please go look it up. They're like, we're sorry this happened to you, but it clearly says, don't put this on your skin and blah, blah, blah. And she's saying, well, it doesn't say here.
Okay, so humor me, all right? So basically, she was not using the product for its intended use. Therefore, I think she's going to have a hard time proving that because most people, what would a reasonable person do, right? Most people know that you don't put glue in your hair, no matter what glue it is, right? Do you put Elmer's glue in your hair? No. You may put it on your face. You may put it on your hands. But do you put it in your hair? No. Any kind of glue. Wait, uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's with the face?
Joking. But no, no, I'm not even tell that story because no, I didn't put it in my hair, guys. I put it in my hair.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's why I think that she's going to have a hard time because she did not use the product for its intended use. And therefore, there's no it's basically her own doing, she didn't use it for what it was intended to be used. Now if she had used it to glue together two pieces of metal and she hung the metal above her head and the piece of metal fell on her head because the glue didn't work, then yeah, she used it for its intended use and it didn't work and therefore she suffered injuries because it didn't work. So at that point I would say, yeah, I can see that,
Ooh,
but
ooh,
not in this case.
I'm gonna spin it for her. I'm gonna spin it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yes.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So she puts the glue on the metal, just like I said before. She puts it up. She's holding it. She falls. It falls in her hair. She's like, oh, it's laying my baby hair down. So she leaves it in for a while because she's going to go out. She wants to look cute. Right, right. Okay. She wants to look cute. No, really. She's got the baby. So she's like, I'm like, you look curious. And she leaves it in. And then she's like, I can't get it out. Can she suit in? Can she suit in?
Wow, that's a good Dee Dee, man, you stumped me. You stumped me because I gotta really think about that now. Because I'm like, so she falls in it because she's hanging on to that piece of metal and she lays in it and then she's like, okay, I ain't gonna wash it off now.
Because it
But
looks
I don't know. That's a whole other scenario, man. Oof. My brain is spinning. I feel like them law school exam questions, and you're going, what? Like, what idiot would do that? And it throws you completely off because you can't think of like what the answer is because you're still stuck on stupid. Like,
wait a
what
minute. So
what
she,
stupid person would do that? That's a
right.
good one.
So her lawyers need to use that. If everything else is not working, use that. But I want to get credit for it though. Because Cause I want a goddamn blue check mark.
Wait. You're like, get me a blue check. I'll be happy.
No, and I'll let you use that, okay?
Oh my God. This is just, I tell you, honestly, when you told me the story, I thought you were kidding. But it took me a minute after you said like all the different things, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Light bulb. Light bulb. Now I know what they're talking about. Because honestly, I had no idea like what people were talking about when they were talking about that whole, all I gotta do is put glue in my hair and get a blue check mark. And I was like, why would you put glue in your hair? You know? That was the only thing that I thought of.
Because it washes out.
Yeah, not that.
I'm just
Not
joking.
that.
Don't put no damn Elmer's glue in your hair. Don't do that. Don't do that, people. Because
No, please don't try this at home. I tell you, I just and the thing is that it seems to me, and I could be wrong, because she does have a manager, that I mean, she maybe it was a publicity stunt on her part, you know?
what some people are saying. Some people feel like she did this outrageous thing to draw attention. Like this was part of her master plan. Like I don't know. I really like she's like I got people on my bucket list that I want to interview. Gorilla Glue Lady is one of them. Gorilla Glue Lady is on my top list because she done stumped the whole world.
I'm gonna be like, hey, you can write a course. You can write a mastermind course on how to shellac your hair with Gorilla Glue and
Gorilla
become
Glue
famous. I
and
can
because
just hear the commercial, Dee. I can hear the commercial. Have you been trying to become famous? Have you tried and tried and tried to get a blue check mark on Instagram and you still can't figure out how to do it? Well, if that's you, I'm here to tell you today that my plan is going to teach you all the steps you've got to take to get the blue check mark. Click on the link below and join me for my free 30-minute introductory class to this mastermind of an idea.
look, Gorilla Glue Lady was giving you tips on how to make money. Girl, work it. Work it. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
You
I hate
you
that.
well, I gotta say, I gotta tell everybody that you see how you came up with that crazy idea of what her lawyers can use as a defense
I'm
or
telling you that.
that's why Dee Dee and I write scripts together. Okay,
Oh yeah, yeah,
that's exactly why. Because
yeah.
you see what goes
This,
on over
this
there.
is our heads. Look, you only getting a taste of it. Some of this, look, we don't want to. Ooh, honey, if we give you the full version of Dee Dee and Amy,
Oh, forget it. We will never live that down. No,
but we might
never.
get a check mark. We might.
True. That's possible. But I think we got to censor it a little bit. We got to figure out like, what's one of the things that we do and say and kind of censor a little because I don't want to get in that much deep trouble.
Yeah, look, put it this way. Your mother will not be able to listen to it at all.
No, definitely not. No. No, she didn't hear you. No, she didn't hear you. No.
Tell your mom I love her.
I will. I will let her know.
Listen, I'm gonna get ready to go. I want to thank you so much for coming on here. Amy will be back. We will get into our. This is what we do. So
Yeah.
we'll.
And
She,
and like I said, we tried to be like calm, okay? We tried to
it,
keep it like,
it's not gonna work.
like there have been nights that we have been up till 4 o'clock in the morning, like laughing hysterically. That's how crazy it gets. Like
No, but
seriously.
I think
Huh?
you sleep on me one time because I heard snoring in the back, and I'm like Amy, and then
I'm like
hello.
and And then I wake up and I'm like, huh? Huh? What? No, I don't snore. What are you talking about? I never snored in my life. Dee Dee, stop fibbing. I don't snore. I've never snored.
I
Ever.
am. She's Florence. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the Dee Dee Walker Live Show with my special guest Amy Alonzo, who is an actress, a screenplay writer. She does it all. I haven't even touched on half of the stuff she does it because she's always adding something new. She's fabulous. She's also one of my best friends. We got a couple of projects that we got coming out. The next time you come on, we'll talk about it because we're like in the beginning stages of it. But we do have a project that we're working on together, so I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Amy, how can people find you and follow you?
Oh, thank you for asking, Dee Dee. So definitely, I'm on Instagram. It's at Amy Alonzo Official, and I'm on Facebook. It's actress Amy, and Amy spelled Aime. So, you can check out my pages. I try to post various things, whether it's, scenery or pictures of some of my radio guests. So I try to keep it as varied as possible.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on here, and I can't wait till we do this again. I love sharing you. I love sharing my best friend with the world, so you can see why I love you so much. She's such a beautiful person. She's full of life. We don't just joke around. Sometimes when we're stressed out about stuff, we are each other's shoulders. And
Yeah.
like when I need, and she's perfect. When I need her to be calm because I'm crazy, she's calm. And when she's crazy, and then I'm calm. So we balance each other. And we always joke and we say that we're sisters from a different mother because our personality is very similar. Only thing, and Amy is a little hot headed, so she'll curse you out in a second. As just she will curse
I'd be like, don't mess with my Dee Dee.
and I'll be like, let's talk about this. Let's figure stuff out. She's like, whatever. She's ready
That's
to.
it. I'm done. No more. No more talking. I talked enough.
That's it. I'm about to go in. So anyway, please follow Aunt Amy. Follow her IMDb. Follow her and everything else like that. Guys, please follow me. I'm on social media. The only Dee Dee Walker. When you spell Dee Dee, is Deedee. So it's the only Dee Dee Walker. And of course, follow the show. The show is on Instagram. The show is on YouTube. And I'm on every Thursday night on 106tbcradio.com. I believe I got some links down there. Click on the link so you can follow me. And when I end this, I'm going to go ahead and add Amy's links to it so you can follow her as well. And if you would like to donate to the show, my Cash App is $DDWLive, or just hit subscribe, like it, comment, and share it with your friends. Either way, it would be grateful. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Amy, I'm going to call you after this. Bye.
Okay. I can't wait.
Yeah, I got some juicy gossip for you. After gossip, after gossip.